Hello, I hope you are having a great day. My name is Gustavo Garcia and I am high performance sports student. This study examines the relationship between neuromuscular asymmetries in lower limbs and athletic performance in female university basketball players, focusing in primarily or linear sprint and change of direction ability. As part of the introduction, it is important to note that previous studies indicate that basketball performance depends on the balance between strength, speed, and bilateral coordination of the lower limbs. This is largely explained by the nature of the sport, which is an intermittent discipline characterized by highly explosive action such as rapid change of direction, which involve rapid acceleration and deceleration inherent to the game and the sport's specific movement patterns, in addition to require frequent jumping both on offense and defense. The general objective is to examine the relationship between neuromuscular asymmetries in order to establish reference performance parameters for Mexican college female basketball athletic players. Our overall goal is to analyze the relationship between lower limbs asymmetrics and performance in linear acceleration and change of direction ability in college basketball players, arising from these four specific objectives. First, to quantify interlimbs asymmetries. Second, to evaluate linear acceleration. Then, to assess change of direction ability. Finally, to analyze the relationship between asymmetrics and performance outcomes. As previous background, is this recognized that basketball performance is strongly influenced by neuromuscular factors such as stretch, power, and interlimb coordination, findings that have been consistently demonstrated over time. In 2012, isokinetic stretch, particularly quadriceps and hamstring function, was identified by previous research as a fundamental indicator of performance. In 2016, the importance of the hamstring to quadriceps relationship was fronting reinforced, establishing it as a stable market for both performance and injury risk. By 2019, the effect and the result levels on interlimbs asymmetrics were defined by emergence study demonstrating how these imbalances were shown the negative effect acceleration and change of direction efficiency. More recent investigations have focused speciality on asymmetric in professional female basketball players. This gap in the colored population led to the development of the present evaluation in which strength, power, spin, and change of direction metrics were integrated into single comprehensive assessment model. Participant selection is 15 female players basketball, an average age of the 20.1 years old, a mean height of 174.6, and body mass of 73 were recorded. All participants were confirmed as activity at the competition. Injuries sample homogeneity and allowing performance variations to be analyzed with reduced external variability. Validated sports science technology were used to obtain precise measurements. Body composition was assessed with the lunar eye DEXA, force time characters during bilateral and unilateral jumps were measured using ball force deck. Isocinetic quadriceps and hamstring stretch was tested with the Biodex System Pro, and linear acceleration and change of direction performance were measured with smart speed timing gates. The evaluation protocol was completed over 2 separate days to minimize fatigue, and first day informed consentiment on health screening were performed, and anthropometric data were collected. IDEXA scan was completed to obtain the child's body composition values. Force deck jumping testing was conducted to assess power and asymmetrics, and finally, our tests were grouped to evaluate neuromuscular fatigue. On the second day, a standard warm-up was performed. The 20-meter sprint test was administered to assess acceleration. The V-cut test was completed to evaluate change of direction ability. The session was finished with the Pro Drill 5-10-5, which was used to measure rapid lateral movement, braking, and re-acceleration. At this moment, the research is not yet accompanied by results, as the next round of evaluation is still pending and is scheduled to be conducted during in the first week of December of the current year. And proposed improvement will be to analyze the biomechanics of the movements in graded depth. For example, the ground contact time between consecutive jumps could be evaluated, and the start phase of a sprint using the right versus the left leg could be analyzed. This thesis allowed me to gain valuable experience in biomechanical assessment, data interpretation, and performance analysis. This concluded the reference section. That will be all from my side. Thank you for your attention.